What's up, everybody? Ilia is here, and today we're going to talk about cryptocurrency like always, but specifically we'll talk about Stellar Lumens and Bitcoin. But I would like to talk to you about Bitcoin price for the beginning, because I asked you guys in my last video about this dip, should you buy or should I buy, and should everyone buy it or no? And sure thing, I bought it here, and when it went lower, I bought a little bit more, and you can see right here, that's the price where it went first, and then I added something here after it came back, and now you can see it was totally worth it. It almost 10% for my purchase, which made my day. And I kind of very bullish person about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. That's why it usually works for me fine. Of course, yeah, when we look at this thing, when you're buying here, people think you're crazy or stupid or something. But when you buy here, everyone thinks, oh, you're smart. But you know, these levels are a lot better than these levels. But right now, people are thinking, oh, you're probably smart or crazy or just lucky. I'd like to be just lucky or smart. And actually, crazy worked for me fine too. And we will talk about Stellar Lumens. And of course, we will talk about altcoins, because here you can see the first news, like I was saying in my last video, Bitcoin's dominance drop triggered a mini altcoin season. And you can see right here, because just a little bit of drop of Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies went up. I'm not talking about Ripple, I'm not talking about Monero. They all have some issues like lawsuits against Ripple or Monero being delisted from some exchanges. But overall, you can see how it's growing, and that's pretty good news, guys. And you can see Bitcoin is 33.676. That's perfect. So guys, if you don't want to miss any smart thoughts, which I'm trying to deliver, don't forget to subscribe to this perfect channel that I created for you to share my thoughts and my experience with all my mistakes, like you can watch in this video. I failed a lot, but feel free to subscribe, like, and ask me questions. I'm trying to answer for every person. And let's begin with something juicy. This guy, JPMorgan, of course, Jamie Dimon is this guy, was always blaming and complaining that Bitcoin is a stupid thing. And even sometimes you could see news like he didn't like his daughter's thoughts because she bought some Bitcoin, and he said, oh, that's the bullshit. And now you can see JPMorgan says Bitcoin could rise to 146,000 long term as it competes with gold. This is what I was saying 4 years ago, when he was just saying, oh no, we're not going to buy anything in that. And now you can see JPMorgan said Bitcoin could rally as high as 146,000 in the long term as it competes with gold as an alternative currency. Yes, you know, nobody is hiring security guards or some diggers who can get some more gold, but all those companies, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, or any other like Google or Facebook, who are actually managing the world, they're hiring a lot of blockchain engineers, and this is where our world is moving. Bitcoin's volatility would need to drop before it can match gold in terms of market value, the bank strategist said in a note Monday. Of course, this volatility is dropping. Actually, you can see the difference between even 2015 or 2013 or 2021. Right now, 10%, of course, is a significant thing, like 3,000 drop, but it's not that hard, or it's not that bad as we saw in the March market against stocks. And JPMorgan CEO Jamie Dimon once called Bitcoin a fraud. He actually said something bad about his daughter, as far as I remember, and said he's more interested in blockchain technology than crypto. Yes, he's interested in blockchain technology, but also he will get some approvals for Chase to store Bitcoins on those wallets. I'm pretty sure it'll happen this year. And now let's move to the really big news for today. International Game Technology PLC, the world's largest maker of slot machines, may be looking at offering cryptocurrency as a payment option on casino games like Megabucks and Wheel of Fortune. Talking about International Game Technology, I was thinking, oh, I've heard it somewhere, and of course I heard it. $15 billion in total assets. Of course, I heard about that. That's a huge thing. And on Tuesday, the company received a patent for a way to transfer cryptocurrency between a player's gaming establishment account and an external cryptocurrency account. That means players could move Bitcoin into their virtual wallets on a slot machine using their phones. Guys, it's really making easy way to gamble, and people are usually in love with this thing. And of course, they're going to waste a lot of money, but still, those news are really big for Bitcoin. It actually going to move a lot higher prices because institutional investors, they're also normal people. They're looking for some crazy news, and this is kind of crazy. And now let's talk about a little psychological thing. How institutional investors decide the best time to purchase Bitcoin. And you can see here, institutional investors don't decide to buy Bitcoin at a certain price. They make a decision to buy a certain amount in dollars, usually hundreds of millions, and then buy over time regardless of price movements. And this is true. They usually just buy on some dip, and they're seeing and they're waiting for this dip and until it holds its levels and actually it has some buying opportunity, and then they go here. And now you can see, I know you guys, you are really panicking about Bitcoin, but in case you are, look at that, guys. Hedge funds, that's perfect. One River bought 600 million worth and going to buy 400 million worth of dollars of Bitcoin. Guggenheim, Skybridge, Rofer, Mass Mutual, they're all getting in the crypto. They will be managing this world. They will be managing price of Bitcoin, and they won't let it down, and they will push it to crazy amounts like hundreds and millions of dollars per Bitcoin. Just remember my words, because I remember the history when people were just talking about Bitcoin and thinking, will it ever reach $1? And I was thinking, no, it won't, and I wasn't buying. Then it reached $10, and I decided, okay, I'll buy this top. And then it dipped, and then I sold it, and then it started growing again, and I started buying it. And now I'm just holding forever. And of course, latest news about PayPal thing and Venmo are ridiculously cool for Bitcoin, and price will even skyrocket more. We just need to wait a little bit. And go here, guys. Bitcoin is headed for a supply shortage, and that will keep pushing up prices. This is what I was talking in the end of my video when I said there's only like 4 million Bitcoins are moving or doing something. All others are just sitting on wallets, and some of them are really lost forever. This is actually pretty good news also, because imagine, we have this price for 21 million of Bitcoins, right? But the thing is, you should multiply it by 5 because there is actually 4 million Bitcoins active, and people will see how it's actually worth it. And now, guys, news are getting better and better. Look here. Bitcoin prices could really go haywire if this happens in 2021. For a very long time, we were waiting for ETF, for some approvals, but someone under the radar, ETF heavyweight Van Eck, filed a Form S1 registration statement for a new Bitcoin ETF called the Van Eck Bitcoin Trust on December 30th. Unlike Van Eck's last filing for a Bitcoin futures ETF in 2017, when it was always failing, the new one would hold physical Bitcoin. That key distinction could create an even bigger imbalance between the demand for Bitcoin and supply. That one has the recently seen prices surging, argues one Wall Street pro that covers the crypto space. And what I can say here, of course, when we get those approvals and those ETFs are real thing in our world, a lot more customers will be able to buy Bitcoin, and this will also will move our prices of Bitcoin to the moon. I don't like this thing to the moon, Lambo. I actually don't need Lambo. I'm driving another car. But look at those news. It's just everywhere, everyone, and big. It's Yahoo Finance. It's not some bullshit thing. And everyone is talking about crypto in a very positive key. Look here. The smartest investors are buying Bitcoin. Of course, we are buying. That's why. MicroStrategy, the business intelligence company, has invested more than 1.1 billion in Bitcoin. It owns over 70,000 coins, a stake currency valued at more than 2.3 billion. And those guys are institutionals. They're not going to cash out on X2, X5, or even X10. They'll be waiting for a lot more money. And this is actually the most positive thing I can say, because there is more and more hedge funds, investors, like huge investors, are moving their money there. And of course, I'm waiting for this guy. I'm a fan of this guy. That's actually the car I'm driving. More companies are likely to follow MicroStrategy's lead in the weeks and months ahead. Perhaps Tesla will be one of them. Saylor and Tesla CEO Elon Musk recently discussed how the electric vehicle maker could conduct large transactions in Bitcoin in a series of tweets. Musk has spoken positively about Bitcoin in the past, and it's possible that he will decide to convert some of Tesla's 14 billion in cash reserves into the cryptocurrency. He likes money, he likes to make money, and he will make them. And of course, he is meme Dodge CEO, and he's just born to be successful. Here, like I said about that Bullrun proof in that video, like it was predicted by me when I was talking about prices here. 27 is the lowest, and it actually dipped to 27, right guys? As you can see here in the latest thing. Let's see, 4 hours. No, not 4 hours. Let's see, 30 minutes. And it actually dipped to 20. Oh, no. Okay, fake news, 28. But still, I tried. And let's talk about Stellar Lumens. That's my favorite coin, as many of you know from Quora. Excellent price gains 30% in a day as positive sentiment shifts from XRP to Stellar. I cannot say anything bad about XRP, but it's never been decentralized, and I was waiting for some concerns and everything, but sorry XRP army, I am Stellar Lumens fan. Stellar is winning the battle of the blockchain payment networks against Ripple this week as sentiment flips in its favor. And finally, yes, really big news for XLM, and we are going to see Ukraine deal sees XLM join 2021 alt season. Actually, it's not joining, it's going to be leading this season with Ethereum and Litecoin. Stellar received a boost this week in the form of a high-profile partnership with the government of Ukraine, under which it'll help lawmakers digitize the national fiat currency, the hryvnia. They call it hryvnia, or actually hryvnia. XLM USD subsequently began rising, adding 30% to hit. It's actually, I can say, fake news because it actually hit 20 cents on Tuesday, approaching its highest since November 2018. Transaction number last week hit new record highs, as here you can see, but in fact we actually saw this thing. And ending those positive news, I can say, look at that guys, another candle. If we zoom in, it'll be a lot higher after, but it's 34k, and of course I'm happy, and I hope you are happy too. And here, when we go to this link, we will see most important crypto regulation yet. Banks can treat public blockchains like automation clearinghouse. It's here, automated clearinghouse, Swift. So finally, cryptocurrency is moving towards real money thing, and we are going to see higher and higher prices. And here, Jim Cramer. I just Googled it because I was watching podcasts yesterday, and it was great news because this guy really smart. He's a smart investor. He's all over the new financial news all the time, and he's interviewing all companies and everything about stocks, and he's very positive about Bitcoin. He moved some of his money there too, where Jim Cramer would buy Bitcoin after a dip, and he said, I'm buying every dip. He started at 14k and he's buying. He even said if it falls to 14k he will buy it, and if it falls to 18k, he will still buy it too. And I'm pretty sure he will buy it on the next dip, which will be definitely higher than 18k. And he says, treat Bitcoin like a stock. Right, he said that. And finishing this video, guys, I want to thank you for attention. And I'm going to talk about altcoins in my next video, which we will see in very soon, in several hours, because I decided to talk and describe some of altcoins for you to see fundamentals of that and why you should buy it or you shouldn't buy it, or why I bought it. But when I buy altcoins, when I hold them, I feel pretty successful when I see hundreds and thousands X multiplier. So guys, if you like this video, hit like button, check me on Quora. Of course, Quora is the place where I answer all questions that I can, and feel free to, of course, subscribe. Ask in the comments me all your questions about cryptocurrency, about altcoins, about exchanges. I will be trying to answer all of your questions. Be active, be happy, share my channel. I'll be a lot more happy, a lot more productive, and see you in several hours. Love you all, guys. Bye-bye.